So Lucy Molenke is a good friend of mine from Nairobi, Kenya, and I've worked with her for a number of years now. And she is a co-founder of the Indigenous Women's Biodiversity Network. And so when I first met Lucy, I'm not sure what country we were in. I think Brazil. I think we were in Brazil, and it was for a big United Nations meeting. And I got funded as a Pacific participant to come and share some of what we were experiencing here in Hawaii. And some of my mo'olelo was about GMOs in Hawaii, because for me, being from Kauai, we were seeing a lot of that impact on our land and in our community. So that was part of the story that I went to share in Brazil, and to learn how we can become a voice at this international level. And so Lucy, she started many years before me, but she quickly pulled me into the core group and said, hey, you gotta help me organize these women. And by then, her and another friend from Panama, her name is Florina Lopez, and this is back in 1998 when they first started the Women's Biodiversity Network. And they felt that it was, they saw a big need for having a voice for not only women in general, but for Indigenous women, to really be able to share our stories and to be visible at a global level. So thanks to their leadership, they've held this network together, and slowly we've been growing and adding on younger people. At the time I was young. Now she says I'm getting older, so we need younger people. And so as you can see, we try to pick some really young ones. So yeah, so that's kind of how we started to work together, and a lot of our interactions have been at global meetings that have happened around the world. And when I knew, when I knew that the IUCN meeting was going to be held here in Hawaii, I quickly wrote to her and said, hey, we need to fundraise a little bit, and we need to find some funding so that we can bring women to Hawaii. And I always wanted to host them here in Hawaii and let them see the beauty of our Aina here. And so luckily we were able to do that. And in the planning, I said, well, we gotta go to Mokuo Wai'anae. You know, you cannot come to Oahu and not see the beauty of our island, including Mokuo Wai'anae, which has become a big part of my life, especially because of our partnership. So we dedicated, we didn't even go to the convention center today, because I said, no, we gotta take our time and go malie out to the coast. You can see the beauty. And then luckily Paula had jumped in with us, and she had shared with us. We took them to the end of the road and tried to share some of the vahipana in the area, as well as some of the good food. So we went to Ma'o Farms. Our visit there was way too short, because they had so many questions when we left. And then we went to Kahumana Farms, and we had food. And we just ate a few hours ago, so they're like, you're always feeding us. I said, welcome to Hawaii. Next to Juliana is Mueda, and she'll tell you that you can call her Dada. And she is from Chiang Mai, Thailand. And she's another one that I met for the first time. She was introduced to our network from another friend who is based in Thailand. And she's a young attorney who does work with a lot of youth and having them just understand what their rights are as youth and young children. So she'll share more about that.
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ is mean hello in Thai. So my name is Mueda Nawanat is my full name. I'm a current ethnic minority, so it's the biggest of the ethnic minority in Thailand. And now I am working for Mekong Youth Assembly. So Mekong Youth Assembly, Mekong is the name of a river in our region through past 6 countries. So I work with the youth and the children in 6 countries. We focus on the human rights and the environmental issue. And another one, I work with the DCCN, Development Center for Children and Community Network. This one, I focus on the stateless people. Do you have stateless here? No, right? Yeah, in Thailand, we have a lot. Because I would like to tell a little bit about my story. My family is from current state in Myanmar, so another country, not in Thailand. At that time, they have a civil war, so that's why they have to move to Thailand. So when they walk to Thailand and they stay in the rural area, small village, so in Thailand. So I was born in Thailand, that's why I became a stateless student. So I take around 10 years to fight for Thai nationality. Yeah, so now I get the Thai nationality. So today I'm very happy because when I know that I will come to Hawaii, so my friend very happy to me. They said that you have to go to see the local people. In the schedule, I didn't see we have this schedule. So that's why I take 3 more days to stay. We stay here because the schedule we finish 10. So I book the homestay 3 more days. I think that I would like to stay with the local people and we'll talk. We exchange culture. We exchange local knowledge. I think that is very important for me. And a lot of the story, my friend said that. And I think that the place here is very nice, a very beautiful place, and very expensive as well. So I'm not sure that if I not take this time to stay with the local people, but I never know that when I will come again. So I'm very lucky. So yes. So today I will share about the traditional knowledge through my experience and my life. Since I remember that my mom told me that when I was born, my mom said that my dad take my, how do you call that? Umbilical cord, right? Yes, so they take my umbilical to keep on the tree. Yeah, you can see that. So everyone, for current people, when they get birth, they will keep it on the tree. So they said that when I grew up, I have to protect this tree because this tree, they have the spirits. So, they have to protect them and not allow anyone come to cut my tree. So that's the thing, I remember that. And another thing that, because I said earlier, that I grew up in a rural area, so my village no electricity, of course no television. So every night before I go to bed, so I, for the tale or poem is poem. It's a kind of like a, like a drama, If I didn't get any story yet, I cannot sleep. So I will ask every night, Mom, can you have tales for me, or can you have poem for me, yeah. So all the story that's we link with about the local spirit, about the river, about the forest, about the land, all the story we link with. So that's why make me think our forest, our motherland is very important for us. And another thing, in my family and the people in my village, so they will believe, because before they don't have the religions, so they will believe in the spirits. So before and after go for the farming, so they will do the ceremony to thank and wish the spirits protect their farm, protect not make any harm come to their land, any people come to destroy their land and get good product agriculture. Yeah, so every year we will do before and after. And another thing that is our traditional knowledge, and now we have the research confirm that this is a sustainable agriculture. Even the Thai government disagree with us, but we already have research that this is the one of traditional knowledge, and it is the the sustainable development. Yes, this one we call that rotational farming. Like my village, every year, whole family, whole village, so we will go to the do the farm together. And another year we move to another place, and together, of course, the plan we will take really, very large. And another year we go to another place. Before we take 7 years. After 7 years, we will come back the first year. So it means that when you come back the first years, so the tree, the plant, everything will come up, become like a rich environment again. So we no need to use the chemical. But now this traditional very less, because and because of the policy of the government, they not allow us to move to every year. They just want us to stay the same place every year. So that's why our product is not very good. So many villages have to use chemical. And just only one farm, like they put everything, chili, vegetable, rice, they will put together. So like not just only one kind of the thing they planted. And another thing that this one we call that forest ordination. Every year in the village we will do like tie the yellow rope with the tree. So because in Thailand now more and more the main religion is Buddhist. So when the yellow rope tie the tree, it means that tree become the monk. So you have to respect. You cannot cut down it. They're not allowed. If you do that, it means that you break the law. You break the rule of the community. So they will have something. Yeah. So that's my memory when I was child. But now what happened in my community and the Mekong regions? As you know that in our region, mostly indigenous people, we stay in the top of mountain or near the river. So mostly they will stay in the rich environment. So now more and more the Thai government come to take their community to become national park. Even that community stay really long time ago before the national park. But the government said that it's illegal. They have no land title. So this is an example that when they come to take the indigenous community, they move the community to the city. No land, no rice, no farm. Of course, they lost many things, and also that they destroy, they burn their land, they burn their house. Yeah. So, and this guy is the young leader of the community. So he stand up to say that you cannot do like that. It's an abuse human rights. So now he disappears. We cannot find him. Already 3 years. So we really sure that because of the government, but we have no evidence that the government. But now still in the process of the court. And also that mentioned earlier that the indigenous people will stay along the river. So this one is now we fight for Mekong River. Mekong River, most 99% they are indigenous people stay with the Mekong River. So now more and more the government, the company, not only in Thailand, in another country come to want to build a dam. Of course, a lot of problems happen now. And another one is mining. So they said that is one development project that can help our country. Of course, a lot of impact happened. Some of them lost their family, and especially the children when they grow up with sickness since they're born until they die. And also that a lot of problems happen with our children. And now what we work, how do we work with? So now more and more children stand up, and that's why we work with the children and youth from 6 countries. Mostly they are indigenous people from China, from Vietnam, from Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Cambodia. Because we think that now young people is very important, young people voice is very important. We have to stand up to protect our future, because okay, they build the dam now, but we have to stay long life, we have to stay whole life of our life. Yeah, so that's why our friend to stand up for their life. And my work is I focus on the ecological child rights. Why I have to focus on the ecological child rights? Because some country in Mekong region, 6 countries, some country cannot talk about human rights, like China. No, they're not allowed. You should not talk about human rights. Like Laos cannot talk about the dam, cannot against the dam, cannot protest the dam. You have to listen me only. So that's why we think that, okay, every country care about the children. So we use ecological child rights and link with the development project. We think that if development project get impact to the children, it means that you abuse child rights. Okay, you not abuse human rights, but you abuse child rights. And also we strongly believe that all the children have right to participation on any development project because it's their rights. So, yeah, it's one example that many children grow up with sickness, many children become child labor, many children become the child trafficking, many children become stateless children. Of course, after they build a dam, they build any development project, they lost their traditional knowledge. Of course, they lost their childhood, their livelihood. They're not enjoy with their life anymore. Yeah. And also that we strongly believe that ecological child rights is child rights. And also that we believe that child rights are human rights. And the last one, we believe that environmental rights is child rights. Yeah, so in our regions, for the women, it's very, very important, very difficult to stand up, to say that I can be the leader, because based on our culture, based on our society, so they're not really agree with that. The woman also can be the leader. The woman can stand up, like a very difficult. So yeah, so now we try to work more and more with indigenous women, come to train, empower them to get the skill to stand up, to protect their children, to protect their community, to protect their life. Yeah, so many young women now stand up. So after they get the skill, they try to advocate in their community, in their country, and also in another level, in the policy level. Yes. So all of this when we work together, now we, this one of the voice of the youth and the student demand to our state, every state in 6 countries. We say that we think that the student is very important. Our children is the sensitive group. They cannot protect themselves any harm, but we have to stand up. We have to protect themselves. And also that we think that if we not protect our children today, but our children will be, in the future, our children will become our leader. Our children will become our government to develop our country. But how do they become the good leader if they are missing the education, they are stateless children, they are child labor, they have no skill to be our good leader, our quality leader. So that's why we think that it's very important. We think that all the children, and even also we try to invite all the adults, all the state to think this issue very important. And also there is a one voice of our youth and the children said that we strongly believe we can change our future by our hand. Thank you.
I think we have time for one question or comment, if there's any. Yeah, we have one more presenter. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, yeah.
So I heard you say that the people got pushed out of their land. So the people that have land still, do they own that land? Or how did that work? Where some people got land and other people got forced into the city?
Because the indigenous people we stay, because in Thailand, only in the city they have a land title. Yeah, in the mountain, in the rural area, they have no land title. That's why one day the government comes and say that no, because you have no rights to take this land because you have no document. So you have to move. Now this place become national park, you have to move. So, you know, like, yeah, so now, okay, we, in the research also said that every place, if the indigenous stay in that place still rich environment. When become national park, they destroy the tree. That's we already have the research said that, but the government, you know, when they take the plan, they try to build a dam, because if the community stay there, so it's not easy to build a dam or do any projects with that place. Yes.